So, pasok na tayo, guys!
Yung ginagawa ng mga Koreana bago naglalagay ng makeup. Like me, before I put any of my powder or your sunblock, you put the serum.
Yun din pag
Oo, para ang itsura sa picture, parang glowing na glowing. Yung mga tipong ganun ka-clear, oh. Like,
Ay, opo,
really
meron.
clear serums.
Yung ginagamit ko po yung sa Kiehl's, okay lang.
Na-clear din siya, no? Clear.
Parang tubig lang din.
Okay, so...
Yung mga anything oil-based na ano po, na...
Wag na.
Kahit serum na oil-based.
Huwag na lang muna din. Oo. So why? Because oil has a bigger molecule and they're usually fat soluble also. So kung ma-oily ka na, maglagay ka pa ng oil, so that encourages more production. No? So safe for now while we're on treatment at hindi pa ganun ka-perfect yung skin mo. Kung close na yung pores, like
malalaki yun.
Perfect na siya, you can put whatever you like actually,
Okay.
no? To give it a good glow. So, yeah, easy on the things that you put on your face. In fact, because we're gonna do laser, we have to go back to the basic. So, just your mild cleanser, usually in the form of mga Cetaphil.
Pwede mo ko bigyan ng short description lang kung ano yung main purpose ng CO2 laser?
Okay, so good morning. I'm Doc A, or otherwise known as Dr. Arah. We're here to do a procedure called carbon dioxide or CO2 laser. Some of the common brand names that people know are, well, Fraxel, there's Multicell. There's a lot of brands all over the world, but we use the technology called CO2. So it's very good for skin resurfacing. I really love using it for skin resurfacing because it gives, well, after a few days of some peeling and some drying, it gives a good glow, and it also improves scars. And pore it minimizes pores, and then for fine lines it's also good for that. And sometimes even the pigmentations are worked on, especially if they're not so severe, because when it's severe then you have to combine procedures like carbon peel or carbon laser, and even some peeling solutions in between, but that's another thing. Anyways, for your type of skin, Miss Sayel, my suggestion was to do CO2 because I think she has some pores and some scars from probably previous acne or other histories. But even for those patients who have good skin, I still recommend doing laser because laser enables your skin to have a good resurfacing and good regeneration. No? For me and my assistant, we actually do it every 2 to 3 months because right now we still don't have any problem with our skin. No? But ideally, studies show that it's supposed to be done at least 4 weeks interval minimum, meaning you can do it every 2 months, every 3 months, or as needed, but minimum should be 4 months. Otherwise, you run the risk of having, of course it can burn because it's energy or light-based, well, actually energy-based. So it can burn, so you have to be easy on that. And then we always ask history regarding use of peeling solution because it can worsen peeling more. So, and then retinoic acid, we also ask that if the patient is using retinoic and other stuff or other things for the face.
Pag super sensitive po, safe po ba tong CO2?
Okay, so the CO2 laser has different energies or different levels of intensity. I check on the skin first. Of course, we check on, well, the Fitzpatrick, meaning what type of skin that the patient has. If the skin is, giving, for example, myself, because you can see me now, I do have a sensitive skin, and I've been through a lot of other procedures, which makes my skin a little thinner or lighter than the others. Then I just go for the smallest or the lowest possible intensity, unless I have other problems. Maybe in the future. But I use just 100. But for those patients who have severe acne or severe lesions, then we go higher and higher, depending on the case and depending on the skin type. It is not painless. That's why we're putting the patient on anesthesia. I have a very low sensitivity to pain, so I put myself and the patient as well to anesthesia for about 20 to 30 minutes, and sometimes even use some cold compress so that the patient does not feel almost anything, or at least a level of 3 of pain is okay. We cannot totally remove pain. Pain is good sometimes. So after this procedure, the anesthesia will be about 20-30 minutes. She's in a hurry, so we have to speed things up. But 20 to 30 minutes, and then the procedure will run for about 10 minutes. After that, we have to do some cooling procedures because it can be warm inside as the laser goes through the layers of the skin. So we put a cooling mask or sometimes aloe gel, or in her case, some alginate, which can also reduce the heat inside. So I always warn my patients that when you have laser, there are grid lines. With CO2, that is the mark of a CO2. In fact, previous machines give you really red face with all those grid lines. But in this case, sometimes because the machine has different settings, I could decrease the grid lines and even the intensity of the redness. So I lower the grid lines and even the redness, I try to lower it down so that the patient could go back to work or can travel or can, at least it will not be so obvious. Ideally, I tell my patients at about 24, 48, or at most 36 hours, there can be some redness, there can be some roughness. We usually say lasers are not so nice in the beginning, but afterwards, 1, 2 weeks, 3 weeks, you're like really good face. Sometimes it can even give you a better skin texture in 1 or 2 sessions. But studies show that it's usually about 3 to 4 sessions or about 16 weeks. 16 weeks process for your skin to be better. So I tell my patients, don't rush, be patient. Having good skin takes a while. It's a work in progress all the time. It's not one shot. So for those watching this, please be patient. Beautiful skin is something that you do every day. It's more of maintaining it. That's why I always tell my patients, you have to put a lot of moisture on your skin, drink a lot of water. I drink tons of water. I put a lot of things on my face, particularly water-based. I'm not so much into creams. See, the Philippines is a tropical country. We always have big pores. My clients would always say, Doc, I've done laser 3-4 times. Why is my pore still big? Then, of course, look at our environment. If you're always under the sun, then it will always open up. But stay in a cold place, be in an air-conditioned environment, so your pores will also be better.
Dok, ask ko lang, Dok, kung ano yung pinakabata na pwede mag-start ng CO2?
Okay, I just attended recently the Aesthetic Medical World Congress that was done in Taipei a few months back. They're gearing towards pediatric aesthetics, so they're starting their patients younger. So I think they can do it for patients like 13 years old, even up to 18 years old, as long as their body weight is the body weight of an adult, meaning 45-50 kilograms. So I mean big patients, right? Because nowadays our teenagers look like they're adults. They're heavy, they're big, and they're matured. So, and they're willing to do it. Okay. Of course, you also have to make them sign a consent form along with their parents that they're having it done.
Okay.
But yes, we can start treatment early, as long as you properly explain to the patient and to the mother.
Okay.
My youngest patient for laser is probably
13.
13, but the parents are always here. And then we do the
With supervision.
and the minimum or the lowest possible intensity.
And Doc, after the procedure, gaano katagal pa yung pwede na ako maglagay ng foundation, makeup?
Okay, so because laser does not really open your pores that much, unlike considering you probably know of microneedling or PRPs or the ones with needles where you actually bleed and open the pores first. No? In lasers, although this is called an ablative laser, CO2 there are two kinds of laser, ablative and non-ablative. This one is ablative, meaning your epidermis has some wound in the form of minimal wound in the form of grids. So it's okay. As long as, for example, you use products that are also hypoallergenic. So after this, we usually put our sunblock. We tried it several times. We've done it with all all our patients and nobody has had any problem. So yes, we can put, we do put some form of medicine first. Ideally, if the patient will ask, like a mild hydrocortisone, just very, very thinly before we put on our sunblock, to avoid any allergies.
Okay. Thank you, Doc.
Thank you. So we're gonna start.
Sige.
Pag-asa. So, haba na pangalan mo, girl. What is your nickname?
Kahit meth po.
Med. Oh, okay. Nakakaano. Minsan nalulungkot kami ni Arah. Sabi namin, pulse duration of 200 milliseconds.
Buti, Doc, no? Sinasabi mo yan. Sa iba kasi wala.
Memorize nila. My patients actually know their intensity. And sometimes come back, Doc, 400 ulit. Because it's so nice. Actually.
Gagawin ko rin yan. Dapat pala lang sa...
Memorizein mo na 200 ka. Next time we'll increase intensity. I'm just careful now because it's your first time with me. I'm not yet so sure about your skin and how you will react. After the treatment, it's best to also put some serums. Mas madali siyang ma-absorb. Kasi nag-open for a bit yung skin mo. So, that's the best time. Yeah, that's fine. Yeah. So, 5 minutes.
5 minutes
yeah.
na
5 to
cooling
10
mask.
minutes.
Kasi the more you do it, Doc, na gumaganda siya ng gumaganda.
Exactly. It's not something overnight. It's something you do regularly.
And ito yung itsura ng after agad ng Fraxel. Makikita kang puti-puti. Ayan. Ayan. May white cast siya kasi nilagyan ako ng sunblock. Ayan. This is the sunblock. And medyo red siya sa neck. Kasi first time kasi ginalaw yung neck ko. So naging mas sensitive ko to kaysa sa face ko. Ayan. But guys, I feel good. Wala siyang pain. I recommend Dr. A. Thank you so much, Dr. A. I'm waiting for my Grab taxi. And then I'm heading to the airport. Pauwi na po ako ng Cotabato City. Hi guys, I'm with Maki now. Kakarating ko lang dito sa Cotabato City. Ito ba po? Kakarating ko lang dito sa Cotabato City. Ito ba? And i-update ko kayo guys anong itsura ng Fraxel sa mukha ko 5 hours after the procedure. This is yung itsura niya 5 hours after the procedure. And yan si Alvin P. Tejeda na tumataba. Bye! 24 hours after doing my CO2 fractional laser kay Dr. A. And ito na po siya yung itsura niya ngayon. Konti na lang yung redness. And as you can see, meron kayong nakikitang dot-dot. Yan, dot-dot. Yung dot-dot, yun yung mga tinamaan ng laser. That's very, very much normal. And I'm so sorry for the acne scars and dark spots and red spots. Nagbe-breakout ako. Ayan. I'll try to focus more. That is yung dinaanan ng laser. You can see the dot-dot. So I'll give you an update on the next few days. Bye! Hi guys! Good morning! It is currently 15 days after the procedure ng CO2 fractional laser kay Dr. A. And now this is the current situation of my face right now. So makikita nyo, it looks, for me, pansin ko lang, it looks firmer, mas nagbabawan siya compared dati na parang flat na dry na dry. Tapos na-feel ko, nag-brighten siya. As you can see, close up ko siya for you. Pasensya na sa nails ko, hindi ko pa siya na-manicure. So, sobrang busy. So, guys, ito yung close-up look niya. Ayan. Ito yung closer look. Ito is hindi to dahilan sa fractional laser. Nagka-breakout lang ako this past few days. Hindi ko alam bakit. Siguro sa hormones. And then, ito rin, another breakout dito. Ito naman, guys, is scars sa previous na ginawa sa akin. So, hindi ko na lang siya i-mention. But this is, nagkaroon ako ng scars because of that. And ito yun. And tsaka ito. But, ito yun. Ito yung result. And because of that, I opted for fractional CO2 laser. Kasi nakakatulong yung fractional laser for scars, pimple scars, mababaw na scars and pores, wrinkles, anti-aging, lifting, firming. Marami na nagagawa ang CO2 fractional laser. Kaya nga, lagi kong naririnig na mother of all laser siya. And I think totoo siya. Because as you can see, yan, as you can see, nag-brighten siya, nag-firmer siya. As at the moment, guys, wala akong any kind of makeup, wala akong any kind of nilagay sa mukha ko. Very, very plain. Ayan, plain lang talaga siya. Wala siya nakalagay na anything. Meron pa rin mga pores, meron pa rin blemishes. But, kasi nga, as they say, hindi naman talaga siya nakukuha ng one time, big time. Kasi hindi naman talaga siya magic. Laser is a continuous procedure. Kailangan meron kang time, meron kang patience na gawin siya paulit-ulit. To do it regularly, the more siya gaganda ng gaganda ng gaganda. So, I highly recommend Dr. A's CO2 fractional laser procedure. And kayo mga nagpo-problema sa skin impurities, mga minor scars. Lalagay ko guys yung lahat ng information kung paano nyo makakontakt si Dr. A at sa clinic niya dito sa description box. So, check niya lang siya sa baba. And yun lang yung update ko. So, bye!